Beyond on Top and G. 8 years after his murder, Tupac Shakur is at the top of the charts. His most recent posthumous album, Loyal to the Game, sold 330,000 copies during the week ending December 19th. This is Shakur's third #1 album since his murder in 1996. Shakur was gunned down after a Mike Tyson fight in Vegas. A possible first for The Simpsons, according to Zap To It. An episode of the long-running comedy may be written by a Brit, and not just any Brit. The genius behind The Office, Ricky Gervais. Gervais was only supposed to make a vocal cameo on an episode, but creator Matt Groening reportedly convinced him to script an entire show. If it happens, it'll take years to make air because of production schedules. One of J-Lo's ex-husbands is back in her life. Johnny Noah, the first ex, vintage 1997, has filed a lawsuit against the singer/actress/marriage factory. The guy who was a waiter when he and Lopez met is suing for breach of contract, claiming he was wrongly fired as the manager of her Pasadena restaurant in 2002. The guy quit one job to run the Lopez place, saying she told him that he would never be fired without good cause or reason. 6 months later, fired for no good reason, he says. No word yet on how much money he's trying to get. Maybe he was just a big Supremes fan, right? The police chief in Greenwich, Connecticut is being criticized for giving Diana Ross special treatment while she was locked up for drunken driving. The police union says the chief let Ross keep her cell phone, have food delivered to her cell, and let her go home in the middle of her 2-day sentence. The man admits that he made some poor decisions. Ross was convicted of drunken driving in Arizona, but was allowed to serve time near her home in Connecticut. MTV gearing up for the 16th season of The Real World. This time, a fresh group of broken toys will descend on Austin, Texas, where they are sure to make their friends and families very, very proud. An MTV mouthpiece says Austin is the perfect backdrop, considering the city is a great college town and the live music capital of the world. One Mexican town passing a law to combat the most heinous offense: nudity. Nudity in one's own home. The city on the southern Gulf of Mexico is a hot, humid place, and a lot of people often walk around naked indoors in order to stay cool. The extremely tolerant councilwoman behind the law says we are taking zero tolerance for a lack of morality. An opposition councilman says the laughable measure tramples on the rights of citizens. Yes, Virginia, there is a G-Block Quick Hits. ESPN has green-lighted an original film about the life of boxer Jack Johnson. Johnson became the first ever black boxing champion when he won the heavyweight title back in 1908. The new teams have been named for the upcoming installment of The Apprentice. Magna will face off against Net Worth when the series starts again January 20th. And on this day in 1783, George Washington resigned as commander-in-chief of the Army, retiring to his home at Mount Vernon, Virginia, a well-deserved rest 221 years ago. And now you know the news of this Thursday, December 23rd, 2004. I'm Rick Fulbaum, in tonight for Shep Smith. Thanks very much for joining us and letting us deliver you the news that you need to know. Join us again tomorrow. Studio B is noon Pacific, 3 Eastern time, as you know. We'll tell you all that you need to know leading up to the holidays so that you can have a happy and safe Christmas. We'll see you soon. Good night, everybody.
The Fox Report with Shepard Smith. A presentation of Fox News Channel, the network America trusts, period.